Well, we all want to be woke. I want to be woke, and I'm sure you do as well. Everybody wants to be woke. It's the ultimate in being human today. And so in this special episode of McBLOG, I'm going to show you the keys to being woke. So you're probably asking right now, what is woke? Well, to be woke is to have been woken up to the important social justice issues of the day and hold a more radical, progressive view on issues of race, ethnicity, gender, religion, sexuality, and identity. Being woke means being aware of injustices according to progressive leftist values and embracing social re-engineering in an attempt to deconstruct traditional values and institutions such as the nuclear family and the church, nasties, which are seen as a threat to addressing those injustices, which of course is all complete and utter nonsense. So it's no longer the sleeping connection of I woke up or someone woke me up, the cat or the alarm woke me up. Woke was officially added into the Oxford English Dictionary in 2017, the political woke. And the term's break into mainstream language came from the radical Black Lives Matter movement, which used the hashtag #StayWoke. Now, Essence magazine had a special feature in their May 2017 edition where 100 woke women tackled what it means to be woke. And Essence magazine was at that time published by Time Inc., which also published Time magazine, which should sound the alarm bells immediately. Anyway, here's their description of being woke.
Your eyes are wide open and you're paying attention.
And you're reaching out and speaking to people along the way and bringing them on to increase the amount of wokeness in your community.
Being woke is like eyes wide open, everything is clear. You can always see things that other people can just ignore or they just don't know.
Woke for me is just being outraged all the time and being able to stay human and feel outraged about injustice that is happening around me.
It's being uncomfortable all the time and making sure that I'm speaking on behalf of those that can't speak up for themselves.
Some people
Speaking on behalf of those who can't speak up for themselves. Oh wow, that's me. I'm woke. I speak up for those who can't speak up for themselves, the unborn child. This woman, Carmen Perez, must be pro-life. In fact, let's check her Instagram account. What's this? Abortion rights are civil rights. Let's protest at the Supreme Court. Oh, okay, so apparently killing unborn child is woke. Okay, so it's not speaking on behalf of those who can't speak up for themselves. Does being woke mean being a hypocrite, maybe? A little bit more.
Means that you are aware of the issues in the world around you. I believe it means that you are engaged in the work of justice.
This is
Justice. Now, to help you and me be a little more woke, I've a great book from Babylon Bee called The Guide to Wokeness. I'd encourage you to read this hilarious book. But let me give you just some extracts from the book, some guidelines on how to be woke. Being woke means waking up to the cause. What cause? Well, every far-left, radical communist, Marxist cause we can think of. The entire agenda of the left. Intersectionality is a concept wherein you can add oppression points to yourself for every oppressed identity you can even remotely identify with. Now, of course, that's race, ethnicity, gender, religion, sexuality, and identity. In fact, we had a classic example of that recently with the new press secretary for the White House and President Biden. Listen to the intersectionality here.
Obviously, acutely aware that my presence at this podium represents a few firsts. I am a Black, gay, immigrant woman.
Perfect. There we are. There's lots of ticks there. No heterosexual, pale, stale, biological males to be seen here. We continue with the guide. The game then here in Wokeland is to find as many of these identities as possible and apply these labels to yourself so you can feel righteous. And so you can get more money from the government and blame everyone else for your problems. Moving on to gender. Gender is both entirely made up and imaginary, and it also cannot be contradicted by anyone else. It is eternal, set in stone, never changing, and a mutable part of who you are until you change it. Because you can change it at any time. And we encourage you to do exactly that whenever you find a gender identity that helps you climb the intersectional ladder. Race. If you are white, you can kind of make up for it a little bit by constantly tweeting about how terrible white people are. Why is it okay to identify as any gender or sexual orientation but not identify as any race? Why can you declare you're a woman and everyone must accept it as gospel truth? Well, we're not sure. We didn't make up the rules, but we sure as heck are going to play by them so we don't get cancelled. The main takeaway here for race is to be woke, not white. Religion. This one is pretty simple. Any religion is acceptable except Christianity. The main thing is that your religion must conform to every demand of wokeness. Even Christianity can be useful, after all, if you discard its main tenets in service of wokeness. If you must be a Christian, though, because your parents make you go to church, co-opt Christianity for social justice. The only good church is a woke church. Take offence. One of the easiest ways to tell woke people from non-woke people is how much systemic oppression you can see in everyday life. If you're woke, you will see oppression in everything, even if it's not there. Say it with us. Everything is offensive if you try hard and believe in yourself. And finally, if you're on Facebook or Twitter, your profile picture. The key is to figure out whatever cause is super popular right now and jump on it right away. You never want to question or push back against the cause of the moment. You want to be first on that bandwagon. Never, ever get caught without the cause du jour on your profile picture. You just might get cancelled and then it's back to square one for you. Now, I hope that has been a real help to you. The problem is that I will never be woke enough no matter what I do. One business training seminar that's very popular says we should check our privilege or unwokeness at the door. And here's the list of baddies. Able-bodied. Anyone basically over 25. I mean, I know it says 55 there, but I'm sure old people are really unwoken, traditional and conservative. Christian. Cis male. In other words, born as a male and you believe you're a male because you were born as a male. So bigoted. Heterosexual. Oof. Upper class and white. Yep, I'm stuffed. I hope you scored slightly better than me. So good luck on being woke. Just when you think you've attained it, they'll probably introduce a new unattainable category for you, married to an object or something like that. Now that is really woke. But let me leave you. Babylon Bee has put together a little video compilation just to sum up what we've learned today so you can be really woke.
Success and respect in life, you need to learn how to be properly woke. Here is our guide to being woke. Carefully choose your pronouns and then scream them at everyone you meet. Whenever you go to Costco, loudly scream your pronouns in other shoppers' faces. If anyone refuses to celebrate your pronouns, smash a giant box of pretzels over their head and call the manager. Select the most oppressed identity possible. Test people's loyalty to the woke cause by identifying as a walrus and cancel anyone who doesn't make walrus noises every time they see you. Compare everything to Nazis. Compare this to Nazis, compare that to Nazis. If you can compare it to a Nazi, do it. As long as you're a Democrat, that is. If you're a Republican, compare yourself to a Nazi, because you are one. Hitler. Learn to hate the right people. When directed at the correct targets, hate is great. I love hate. If you are white, first of all, I'm sorry. Second of all, do not have any black friends. This may trick you into thinking that you aren't racist, but you are. Always have extremely low expectations of minorities. You have to be sure to constantly remind people of color that they can never overcome their difficult circumstances without your help, white person. Achieve inner peace by constantly beating yourself up for not doing better. Place a hard yoke and a heavy lifelong burden upon yourself that will never be satisfied and that will never offer any grace, forgiveness, or rest. Easy peasy, and that's pretty much it. Get back to us when you have achieved each and every one of these. By then, we'll have a whole new list of rules for you. And we want to do better too. So leave us a comment letting us know how we can be more woke. Namaste.